Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The Wagner Group moves to Belarus in droves. I covered this in a video, I think 2 days ago, where about 60 trucks and buses were moving towards Belarus with a lot of Wagnerites getting positions over there, training the Belarusian army, blah, 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 tra-la-la. Now, I have another article reporting that a third column of Wagner troops are moving towards Belarus. I'm suspecting that it's just a transfer of forces between Wagner going to Belarus, Russia taking its troops, redeploying them into wherever they need to redeploy the 7,000 troops that they still have over there, or more. I think last time it was 7,500 left, from 10,000, from 15,000, and so on. So let's see what's going on here with these Wagnerites. Third column of Wagner fighters arrived in Belarus, Belarusian media reports. This is according to the New Voice of Ukraine today, July 17th, 2023. I don't see a lot of diversity there. That means they're not strong, because in the United States, diversity is our strength. So that's why they're weak and losing all the time. Another column of Wagner private military company fighters has arrived in Belarus, according to the monitoring group, the Belarusian Hajun, on Telegram on July 17th. This column is said to be moving towards Osipovich and the camp in the village of Cel. This is a little bit southeast of the capital, and along the M5 highway from Babruisk. Okay, well, the newly arrived column comprises a minimum of 20 vehicles of different types, including UAZ Patriots, pickups, bread trucks, construction equipment, buses, and trucks. Notably, these vehicles were flying Russian flags bearing the insignia of the Wagner PMC, private military company. Based on updated details, well, as I couldn't remember the name, is Minsk, the capital, but anyway. Notably, these vehicles were flying Russian flags. Based on updated details, this marks at least the third column of fighters to arrive in Belarus since July 11th. On July 14th, the Ministry of Defense of Belarus announced that Wagner PMC fighters had reached a field camp near the city of Osipovich in Mogilev Oblast. Their purpose in Belarus is to provide training to the country's troops as instructors. This is the same way the Americans provided instructors in Vietnam in the early days of before the Gulf of Tonkin. Yeah, we just have military advisors and instructors, and they were involved. Furthermore, on July 15th, the Belarusian Hajun reported the presence of a substantial convoy of passenger and cargo vehicles in Belarus displaying license plates associated with the so-called DPR, LPR, pro-Russia military formations from Donbass. Various factors indicate that the equipment belongs to the Wagner PMC. Wagner fighters in Belarus, what is known? We know that Yevgeny now supposedly is Belarus, and these guys are going to move, if they want to move to, these guys being the Wagner mercenaries, move to Belarus. They had three options offered by Putin in the meeting with 35 commanders and Prigozhin. If you want to sign up with Russian military, one option. If you want to go home to your families, as a different option. And the third one was you remain in the Wagner, but you gotta go to Belarus, continue to be, or probably Africa or wherever they will be deployed. So some of them choose to go to Belarus. Let's see, I saw a number here. According to the State Border Guard Service of Ukraine, Belarus has the capacity to host approximately 8,000 Wagner PMC mercenaries. That's very strange, because it's exactly 7,500 Russians that are still there. a close number. However, Ukrainian intelligence cautioned against premature conclusions regarding the transfer of Wagner fighters in Belarus. Yeah, why don't you wait, okay? Meanwhile, the State Border Guard Services of Ukraine announced on July 14th that Russia has withdrawn nearly all its military personnel from Belarus. So they switched. And obviously it's always good to have others fight your wars. In this case, the Russians are having the Wagnerites not to fight, but to at least be like a scapegoat or whatever it's called, boogeyman in Belarus. That's why they're supposed to be over there, just to keep the. Let me here. The sun is ups. The Belarus will facilitate that, and they'll all be happy. Prigozhin is put aside. The gray man comes in, and the gray man is the second in command in the Wagner PMC, and we'll see. I read some articles that they were reporting that Wagner Group will remain in Africa and conduct its operations over there, not on the Ukrainian front. So they are expelled from Russia. They will be probably controlled by the Kremlin in Africa and wherever they go, and that's it. The Ukrainians will have to keep their troops north at the border with Belarus to, be prepared in case these guys are getting drunk one night and decide to visit Kiev, and then to see the ladies of the night in Kiev. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.